Right now, search and rescue efforts continue as an estimate of more than 1,000 people remain missing. NBC News correspondent Dana Griffin is there for us live in Maui. Dana, what is the latest on search and rescue efforts over there?
Katie, good morning. It's about 2 a.m. local time here in Maui. Right now, our rescue crews are probably sleeping, getting ready for first light to go back out. They've brought in cadaver dogs and search and rescue teams from Arizona and Nevada. They're doing a grid search so that they're going feet by feet to make sure they're not missing anyone who may be unaccounted for. We've heard several reports of people being found dead in the streets, in the water, in their cars, and even inside their homes. There's a desperate search for people who have been unaccounted for, these families who have been trying to reach their loved ones. So it is very tough for people who have not heard from loved ones for several days. Cell service is still compromised in that area. There are some people that have stayed behind, but most of those people have been able to get in touch with their relatives. But as you mentioned, Lahaina, the historic town, which may be known best for its tourism industry, but for the locals there, it's much more than that. There are several historical landmarks and artifacts that are now gone. And it's just a very devastating situation as that search and rescue will continue at first light. Katie?
Dana, we're looking at those images of devastation and destruction. We know that there are some survivors. So what do they need most right now, keeping in mind that that is an island and getting resources to them might be difficult?
Yeah, a lot of officials are asking people to not send things to the island because they are just going to be inundated with trying to take that stuff and process it. We were at an evacuation center for a couple of days, and even there they were saying we've got so much stuff, and there were even reports of people who were trying to help, going to Costco to buy up a bunch of things and dropping them off at the donation center. And they're saying, the best option is to leave that stuff there, let the people who need them go get them themselves. They have enough stuff at most of these shelters. They still are taking non-perishable food items, toiletries, water. They are not accepting clothes at this time. They say the best way is really to find a reputable organization, donate cash so that they can put that money toward the resources that are greatly needed. Katie?
Dana, we know that Hurricane Dora was hitting a few hundreds of miles kind of south of where Lahaina is, but people are complaining that they had little or no warnings about the fires, and understandably, it moved incredibly quickly, especially because of the winds from Hurricane Dora. But what have you heard from the residents that you've spoken to there?
So I spoke to one woman who said that they had heard and seen the wind really picking up. It was very concerning, but a lot of people were told it's fine, things are okay. And then they decided to evacuate when they saw shingles from the roofs of homes and businesses blowing everywhere. And a lot of people I spoke to another couple, they didn't realize it was as bad until they started seeing the ambers flying. They decided to just get away. We're told that a lot of people were running in the streets trying to warn people to evacuate. Maui does have a very robust warning system that usually sounds if there's some sort of hurricane threat or tsunami threat or any other threat. But a lot of those systems may have been compromised, according to the governor, because of the fires that were also burning in other areas. They are still trying to investigate what went wrong. But you're right, a lot of people said they did not hear a warning. They do have certain systems in place, but if you've got cell service gone, maybe those warnings did not get to people. So the governor's office says that the emergency management office will be investigating and trying to figure out what went wrong. If there were any balls dropped, they are going to try to take responsibility for that, Katie.